Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to day 11. Today, we'll be talking about anger and releasing emotions, and I do hope you enjoy it. Some people will say to you that it's actually not okay to be angry and it's not okay to have the emotions that you have. But I think it's really important to process your emotions. So when you are angry, it's okay to be angry and it's an honest emotion. But when you don't process that anger and find out why you are angry and how you can help yourself through that anger, not stop the anger, but help yourself through it so you can understand why you are angry and you can feel better and deal more appropriately with that emotion. So when we don't process our anger, we bottle things up and then we can become sick. So it develops into a dis-ease or a dysfunction, or we just leave it there and it bottles up. And I actually heard a very good description by Dr. Kalinda Linda in one of her Mindful Monday talks with our Miss South Africa. And she said it's like a pot boiling water and the boiling water overflows. And that's such a perfect description to describe our emotions when we don't take care of them. So, for instance, when you are angry, find a release. Is exercise your release? Is expressing yourself physically and getting some pillows and just punching the hell out of them your release? Don't be afraid to let your anger take its natural course. And don't leave your feelings bottled up for too long. It's just worse for you and it makes your life more miserable. There's no need to feel any guilt or shame about feeling angry. And one of the best ways to deal with anger is to talk openly to the person you're angry with. When you feel like screaming at someone, then the anger has been building up for way too long. And often it is because you cannot speak openly to the person and communication is out of whack. So the best way to let your anger out is talk to the person in the mirror. Doing this in the mirror before you talk to a person, or doing it in the mirror and not even talking to the person, are both exercises that are helpful to you. So, when you look in the mirror, you can either practice what you are going to say to them and you can see your expressions and you can see where you feel that your words aren't right or are right, and where your expression is valid. This might really feel a bit weird to start, but it's good. Even if you don't end up speaking to that person, it helps you release. Even if you are never ever going to speak to that person again, it's important for you to work through your anger and help yourself release those emotions. So speak to your mirror. You don't have to do it when other people are around and you feel weird about it. Do it during your me time, your private time, and speak to that mirror. Speak out loud. A little bit of a funny instance, I tend to speak to myself. at the shops. People look at me weirdly. I don't realize I'm doing it some days. And then The other day I saw my son speaking to himself in the shop. And, well, you know what? Speak to yourself. You need expert advice. And you're getting the best expert advice you can get. It might seem like a joke, but yeah, it's true when you're looking in the mirror. You are getting that expert advice. And, well, if you answer yourself, it's just as fine too when you're looking in the mirror. So enjoy it and make it fun. And, tease yourself a bit. Not in a nasty way, of course, but to make sure that you are enjoying it. Your exercise for today. Find a place with a mirror where you feel safe. That's very important, and you will not be disturbed. Look into your eyes in the mirror. If you are still uncomfortable doing this, then concentrate on your mouth and nose, or mouth or nose. See yourself and the person you believe has wronged you. Remember the moment when you became angry and let yourself feel the anger come through you. Begin to tell this person exactly what you are so angry about. Express all that anger. Be specific. Be as angry as you want to be. You could say something like, I am angry at you because I am hurt because you. I am so afraid because you. And then you fill in your reasons. Be really, really specific and speak it out into the mirror. Let your feelings flow. You may need to do this exercise several times before you feel that you have got rid of all your anger. You may want to work on one anger issue at a time. Do what feels right for you. I know for me, once I get into an angry space, I just want to let rip and I want every possible thing to just come out and I want to be heard. So allow yourself to be heard. Your journal exercise for today. Have you been angry for much of your life? Here are some questions you can journal about to release these angry feelings. Why am I choosing to be angry? What am I doing to create a situation after situation that angers me? Who am I still punishing? That's a very important question. What am I giving out that attracts others and the need for them to irritate me? Now ask yourself these questions and write down your answers. What do I want? What makes me happy? What can I do to make myself happy? Think about ways that you can create a new space inside of you to feel good about yourself. And think about the ways that you can create optimistic and cheerful patterns and beliefs. Now, by doing this, I really, really want you to remember that every emotion that you have is okay. And releasing it is just as good for you. It's about being healthy. It's not about being positive and hiding away those feelings, because that just makes it worse. It's about feeling your emotions and being healthy about them. A little thought for today, and I am sure I've mentioned this before, but it is so worth mentioning again. When you are angry about something that someone did, and the relationship ends and that anger or guilt or certain emotions stay with you for a very long time and possibly still staying with you now, but you don't even speak to that person. Do you think that that person actually gives you a second thought? They're getting on with their life. They probably don't even think about that. So it's so important for you to work on your emotions and feel better yourself. Don't worry about them. That's got nothing to do with them. Your emotions are what you are feeling, and that's what you should work on. Somebody you had an argument with years ago and no longer speak to, they really haven't given you a second thought. So it's time to just release it and let go of it and process your emotions so that you can move on and stop allowing that to happen in your life. Set boundaries and move forward. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I do hope to see you tomorrow. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much.